Well, the challenges are what to leave out.
I actually think of design as, I don't mean to diminish it when I say it's a form of art. It's willful. It's about ideas, it's about beliefs, it's about pleasure.
And with design and functionality, the right solutions are always the ones where there's nothing extraneous there. There's nothing that shouldn't be there or isn't necessary.
What makes design, for me, the most fascinating of all subjects? It's a mixture of the practical and the impractical. It's a mixture of form and function. It's a mixture of style and substance.
The design which is correct is the one where you can see no effort. It's a perfect thing. Back in the late 60s, swinging London, and the products we found looked very complicated. Most of the audio products you could buy were big black or silver boxes with a lot of knobs on the front. And first of all, I didn't want a big box. And secondly, I didn't want any knobs. So I suppose I had an idea of the way we could wrap up this technology in a way that people could live with, in a rather radical way. Well, the first product Bob and I designed together was the Lexon audio system. I wanted the preamplifier to be an analogue of what happened to the signal as it came into the product one side and left the other side. And so that's why it has sliders with coloured stripes that give an immediate, non-technical view about what's happening as a sort of visual display. The design of loudspeakers is a fascinating subject because you can have small loudspeakers that just fit in small rooms, which are objects and products, or you can have large loudspeakers for larger rooms, which become furniture. And at the larger sizes, they're rather like electronic sculpture. The form of the loudspeaker itself is interesting because for psychoacoustic reasons, Bob wants the head of the loudspeaker, the top part, to be as close to the width of the human head as possible, because that's a familiar form pattern for the dispersion of high frequencies. We also have to pack in there about 50 litres of air in the bigger loudspeakers, so the speaker gets wider as it gets to the bottom, which is convenient because that gives it a stable form. So these are forms that very much follow the function. That even if a product is hugely complex and has many different controls available, we only ever present the customer or the user with very simple choices. So they can just turn it on, how loud is it, what do you want to listen to, you're done. I was rung up out of the blue by the curator of the V&A, who were putting on a retrospective exhibition of 40 years of British product design. And we didn't know they had a Lexon in their permanent collection. And so I went down and was at the opening night, where it was sat alongside the Mini and the Concorde and various other sort of seminal British pieces of product design. So we were very chuffed about that.
You can read any object like a book, if only you know how. And that's what designers are doing. Designers are trying to, add meaning, value, sentiment, nostalgia, love, peace, beauty, humour, whatever, to ordinary objects.
Technology will always be the master of how audio products are designed, and the technology will change over the years, as it always has done. But what won't change is these, our ears and our eardrums, and these, our fingers, because these are constants, and that part won't change, which is my meridian. They're very well placed to deal with whatever comes along.